This meeting is being recorded.
That's new.
I'm leaving the meeting.
You know what? For legal reasons, I'm surprised that wasn't there before.
Yeah, for
that
real.
Makes sense. Because isn't it like a felony to record a phone call without the other person knowing?
Mm-hmm. Well, you can see recording in the top left corner.
But like, what if somebody was like, "Oh, I didn't see it. I'm gonna sue you because you didn't explicitly tell me." Oh wow. Yeah. I'm keeping that in the episode.
And
we're minors. Wow. All right.
As Owen Wilson would say. Wow.
Why? That's the third episode now, I think.
We love Owen Wilson.
Yeah, for sure.
Luke Wilson, get out of here.
Something interesting about this episode. I'm listening to Dayglow's new album as the episode goes on, and if I really like a song, I will tell you mid-episode. I'll interrupt whoever's talking.
We'll talk about it more later on, though, but before all of that, welcome to What's Poppin', Season 3, Episode 18, right? 18? Yeah, 18. Only 2 are left after this one.
That means we're legal.
What's Poppin's legal for the second time. For the third time.
Third time.
Poppin is legal.
Wow.
So yeah, welcome to Season 3, Episode 18. I'm joined by the ever so talented. I haven't said that in a while. Ever so talented.
Yeah, for real. What the heck, man?
I know. I didn't. It's just you weren't talented for like a week there, and then he's wearing the talent show shirt.
He's talented.
The talent show merch. Yeah.
Nice.
And then the what do I call you? The all-knowing Kristen McNair.
The all-knowing.
Wow.
McNair.
Almost forgot.
I did almost forget.
It's been a while.
Well, maybe if you didn't miss an episode, I would have remembered. But
wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll tell my dad to change.
I was gonna say this is the first episode where we're all back, but
we're not. We're missing.
cough.
We're missing John. What's his thing? The random.
I think he was just John.
No, he wasn't just John. I had something.
Co-host.
Jack of all trades.
The co-host John. I also had the Jack of all trades because we never know with him. We never know with John. One day he's here. One day he's gone. One day he's in a different country.
He's canon.
He's in a different country.
Yeah.
One day he's got a swim cap on and he's playing the trumpet.
One day he's got 4 sunglasses on and he's ready to be in space.
Yeah. Either it's hats, sunglasses. I think one time he put on a VR headset for no reason.
It's true. I have one of those. I could do that. I could be John for this episode.
You could be John. You have to end out the episode like how he ends it. You have
Start
to.
off.
Okay,
whoa,
first pair of
glasses,
one down. Wow.
This is the only pair I have in my room.
I feel like a really good impression of John is just going, all right.
He does that a lot, yeah.
Like, you know what else he does a lot? I was listening back to an episode, and he did it like 4 times. He would just randomly go, Jason Derulo.
Really?
And it was killing me. Yeah,
I've never heard him.
He just did it over and over again.
Dude, my favorite thing is when it was like January, February, March, April, May, June, Jason Derulo.
What?
That's pretty funny. Have you not heard that before?
Do you not know about
Ethan.
The last, what is it? 6 months, spell out Jason D.
Jason Derulo. Have you not realized? Your tongue is yellow from that Star Wars.
Looks like I got pea tongue.
Ew.
But anyways, and I'm for this episode host, Andy Shinoy, and I'm also your editor until season 4.
Some changes.
Who's gonna be the editor? I don't know. Who's gonna do it.
And he's never gonna be on the show.
Yeah.
He's gonna be too busy or whatever.
Busy. I don't know.
Too busy balling out in TCFM, which Chris is also gonna be doing. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyways.
But I multitask.
You multitask, yeah. Anyways, let's start the episode with we've been starting with stories that are usually happy, or like last week, pertaining to a subject like Mental Health Month, which is still going. Mental Health Awareness Month. There we go. Which is still going on for how many days are in March? May. There's 31 days, so 10 more days
31.
left.
We are not in March.
We are not in March.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. It doesn't feel like it's been a while though. But...
Also, we didn't put this on the list, but there's a docuseries on Apple TV called Now You See Me, and it's talking to a bunch of celebrities about their mental health.
Wow.
Lady Gaga and ex-Prince Harry is on it.
I have seen that advertisement. I remember now. Very, very cool. Very cool.
Is he ex-Prince or is he just Harry now?
I think he's just Harry. Maybe he should shave.
Good joke. When we talk about streaming services, I noticed that we never talk about Apple TV. We always just kind of overlook
Because
it.
Apple TV has nothing.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Don't they
Ted
have The
Lasso.
Office?
Or wait, no, it's
Yeah,
not
I
Apple
don't
TV.
know
It's
The
Apple
Office.
TV Plus. That's the streaming service, right? Because Apple TV is just
I
the
don't
whole.
know.
I have one right there,
TV.
but I don't use it because I can't connect sound to it, so it's useless. But
Dang.
once I connect sound to it, I can use it. But
It's over.
it's over. Once I connect sound, it's done for you guys.
It's done for you guys.
Omega. I like how they say her name.
Omega.
It's like that
I
New
saw a clip
Zealand
today.
Does it have
kind
an
of South
accent
African.
to it?
Yeah,
Mm.
they're like all like New Zealanders or maybe South African. I don't know. It's one
I
of
saw
those.
a clip
It's
today
called
of someone doing an
Kiwis.
impression of her,
Mhm.
saying Rex's name,
Oh,
and I liked it.
Rix.
I haven't seen the show, but it was like,
I think it's
I'm Omega. You're Rex, right?
Rix.
Rix.
I love their accent, but anyway, she does not make smart decisions in the newest episode. Or she, right? I don't want to.
I think so.
I think so. I don't know.
I haven't seen it. I just know
It's
that
hard
there's a
to
girl
tell,
clone.
but yeah.
Just as a,
Okay, well then.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Bad Batch. There's a girl.
Oh, the
clone
I forgot to say.
for some reason.
The Bad Batch. Yeah, The Bad Batch, episode 4. Okay, the first 3 were great. They were amazing. I was really excited. It was a great way to start off the show. Now it's just kind of Clone Wars, and it's still good, but it's just giving me, it's Clone Wars vibes. It's up to par.
But
with-
without all the characters.
without all the characters. Yeah. So it's nothing that, like outstanding like The Mandalorian, or like WandaVision, of course, because again, it's pretty much a continuation.
Like
of
Falcon
Clone
Winter
Wars.
Soldier, but Andy
Yeah.
hasn't seen it still.
So
That's funny. I guess it's just that show because I'm getting into The Bad Batch. I have no problem with The Bad Batch, but I don't know.
Well, it'll be good
Um,
when Loki comes out.
Yeah.
do you think you just can't move past the terrible ending of Captain America's storyline?
Maybe. I
Are
don't
you
know.
kidding me?
I'm
Who
not
do you
even
think you
that
are?
deep. I'm not even that deep into Marvel like that.
I'm sorry,
But,
do you
like,
believe it?
You know who else?
I
is
don't
a
really
captain?
I think
care
they're just
either.
changing
No,
things
no,
around.
no,
You know who
no,
else
we're
is
still
a
talking about
captain?
this. No, we're still talking about this.
Captain
We're not
Marvel
done. We're not
is
done.
a different
Hugh's
captain.
story is also about selflessness,
usually,
and he's
uh,
finally able to make a selfish choice and think for himself. and
Who
wanna
is
do something for
Captain
himself
Marvel
for
voiced
once.
by? Oh, or
Brie
not voiced by,
Larson.
played by Brie
Brie
Larson.
Larson.
Why
I'm
couldn't we
right,
be talking
I'm
about Brie
right.
Larson? Well, because
Mm.
Brie Larson is supposedly cast as Luke Skywalker's wife.
Oh, by the way, December's pretty good. December by Dayglow. Listening to that currently. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Nice. I know that conversation could have went on for the entire podcast. I needed to
would've.
cut it short.
It would have.
Okay, so how excited are we for this? Because I think it's a pretty good casting, but I don't know.
I
Is
hope it's
there
young
already
Luke
a
Skywalker.
character? Is there already a character established on the wife, like in a previous like,
Mara Jade.
show or something?
It's not in a show. It's in the extended universe, which is technically not canon anymore. But they pick and choose what to take from it, so it's possible it could be Mara Jade.
Do you think the probability of that is likely?
I think it's low because she's a Jedi in the comics, and there's no reference to her in the new Star Wars movies, and so I don't know how they would explain that away.
What could she be? What could she be coming in to? What like show or movie?
I'm guessing Obi-Wan,
Yeah,
or I'm guessing Kenobi or something else. I don't know.
because
So
I'm
would
wondering.
that mean? Wait,
Probably
how
not
would
Kenobi,
being
actually.
I was
I'm
about
just kidding. That
to
was
say.
dumb. That's stupid. Stupid idea from me.
Do you think they're gonna come up with a new show or what?
Could be Book of Boba Fett.
That's what I was thinking because we haven't heard
Maybe
really much
Mandalorian.
anything.
It could be Mandalorian, yeah, because Luke's been introduced now. I mean, he was.
Oh my
already in
God,
the
yeah, he
universe,
was.
but he's
It's been so
introduced to
long.
the show.
Oh, so do you think it's gonna be like a small clip,
Could be.
small cameo?
I don't know. She
I don't
could be
think Brie
there
Larson
helping
would be
train.
some small clip, you know.
She,
I don't know, man.
yeah, she's worth more.
She's
She's worth
more.
like a whole story arc, episode arc, you know, like.
But I think
maybe even more
I
than
think they may start with a small clip, but they're casting someone big so that they can be able to like.
Expand.
Because you don't want to cast like someone unknown in such a potentially big role, just because it's a 2-second clip for now,
Mm.
and then later like you have to go back to the same person because there's a 2-second clip earlier. So I think it could be she has a cameo in Mandalorian if like Din goes to check on Grogu while Luke's training him. Maybe she's there too.
So does
Maybe.
that mean we're gonna get more CGI de-aged Mark Hamill as
Potentially.
Luke
I
Skywalker?
hope they just get Sebastian Stan and aren't
Come
stupid.
on.
But
Well, actually, because they've worked with Sebastian Stan now, so you know.
Have they? Star Wars?
Well, not Star Wars, but Disney.
But just
has.
Disney? Okay.
Yeah. So I bet they're thinking about it a lot more now.
I don't know. I don't
Again,
remember this, but whenever they did Solo, everyone was really mad that they didn't cast someone who looked a little bit like Harrison Ford. When there were so many actors who look so much like Harrison Ford, and they cast a dude. I mean, he did a good job.
Do you think they learned?
Okay,
from
but
that
he
mistake?
also needed an acting coach on set.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Just because he wasn't good?
Well, why else do you need an
Apparently.
acting coach on set? Like, what other reason is there? You know?
I didn't think he did a bad job. I just couldn't, in my mind,
Except.
bring him and Harrison Ford together as the same character. Like he was like an alternate universe Han Solo who like
It took you out of it.
it did.
Yikes.
But I think I could get used to Sebastian Stan because he looks so much like him.
We do know that they are going to be using.
Give him back to work.
Yeah.
Or put him back to work.
We aren't. Is it a Disney Plus show? I forget which one where they're using
New
anti-aging.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, new Spider-Man. We're using anti-aging software. The same.
Yeah.
They could just be implementing it here too, in
They
any
could be.
new Mandalorian or just the Mandalorian, I guess.
Speaking of anti-aging, this is not in the script, but did y'all see the Dear Evan Hansen trailer?
No, I have heard about it though.
I
It
think
doesn't look bad, but it's a little but they're using de-aging stuff for Ben Platt, who's 30, to play like a 17-year-old, which I think is just
Why not just cast a 17-year-old?
Yeah.
No, and the
I
weirdest
really
part is
think-
on Broadway after Ben Platt left, there's a guy who's our age who played him. He was 16, or maybe he's 18 now, because I think he was 16 2 years ago. And it was like a whole big deal because he was 16 and he was playing Evan, and he was on Broadway, and he's really good.
Yeah,
He's objectively a better singer than Ben Platt.
Disney is so bad. at this.
objectively.
Like
I don't know why
I
they didn't
think-
just bring him in. He played the
Because-
character.
they're always
Disney
hiring.
really holds
someone.
on to fan loyalty. Just
Yeah.
like if the fans really appreciated this interpretation of the character, they're gonna see that and want to produce
Is it
the
a
maximum
Disney
amount of
thing?
money.
Well, it might be. I'm not sure. Remember.
You know, Disney's all about turning Broadway into movies.
Well, that is kind of their whole
But-
thing, but.
I agree that it should have been a different casting.
And like, this isn't new to Disney at all. Like, they're always having some old 30-year-old playing a teenager. It's just so weird because it's like
I saw.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
you're good.
I saw a post earlier today on Instagram that said, just to mix it up, maybe we should cast a 16-year-old as a 30-year-old.
I would like that. That would be a fun little movie concept.
It kind of reminds me of the new ABC Family show, Chad. I
heard
forget
of
her
that.
name, but I didn't expect it to be that funny. I think I maybe said that on here. I don't know.
And this is also a side tangent, but while I was on Twitter, trying to find Dear Evan Hansen, everyone is tweeting about how it's like normal people finding out about the plot of Dear Evan Hansen, and then the theater people trying to defend it. And it's the clip from Guardians of the Galaxy where it's like, no, I know that sounds bad. It's like, what? And he like shoots him a bunch. It's true.
I don't actually know what the plot is.
I'll summarize it very fast. Give you
it.
broad strokes.
Row.
Evan Hansen has severe anxiety, and he tries to kill himself, and he doesn't succeed. He breaks his arm instead. He has a crush on this girl. He got a crush on this girl. Her brother is a little bit kooky, a little wild and wacky. So wacky, in fact, that I don't really know why. I mean, it doesn't do a very good job of explaining it, like what's going on with him mentally. Doesn't really do that good of a job showing it. But Connor kills himself. Beforehand, he writes to make fun of Evan, and also he's high out of his mind. He writes Connor in giant letters on Evan's cast. Evan wrote a letter to himself for something his therapist wanted him to do.
Question mark.
It's like, dear Evan Hansen, today's gonna be a good day. Here's why. This, that, blah blah blah. Excuse me. He goes to print it out, and Connor finds it before he kills himself. Finds it, and it's all about Zoe, who is Connor's sister and Evan's big fat crush. And then Connor gets really mad, pushes Evan, and then runs off stage. So whenever Connor kills himself, they find the letter and they think it's a suicide note. And so since it's Dear Evan Hansen, they think that him and Evan were friends. And then they call his parents, or Connor's parents call in Evan, and then they see that like he's got Connor written on his cast. And then essentially Evan starts faking that him and Connor are best friends while Connor was still alive. And so he starts writing all these fake emails from an unlisted address from him and Connor, like they were best friends. And then eventually he gets really close with Connor's family, and they kind of like adopt him as their surrogate son. And then he starts dating Zoe, and then eventually they find out, and blah blah blah. And it is very flawed. The music's good, it's entertaining to watch, but man, the script is so messed up. Evan is not a good guy at all. Evan sucks. He sucks as a person.
Fun fact. I used a monologue from Dear Evan Hansen to get into Our Town. Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah, it was about him. I think it was about him talking to Zoe. It was a good monologue. It was funny. I liked it. I've never actually watched the show though, but yeah.
So yeah, there's the rough plot. It's very strange. Very strange.
Does it rank high on your list of Broadway shows?
I've seen it. And I cried like a baby. But I was also at a point in my life where it would have made sense for me to cry like a baby at that musical.
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't rank that high. I'm going to be honest. I was obsessed with Hamilton and Dear Evan Hansen. I think my parents are going to be sad when they hear this. I like those shows a lot. They hold a special place in my heart, but I don't think they rank very high for my musicals. Top 3 is like She Loves Me, Into the Woods, and like last 5 years.
I wish we could continue this tangent about Broadway shows, because I want to be like acknowledged on that, because I want to know about Hadestown.
Hadestown, I've never listened to.
I just know it's about Greek stuff. Right?
Yeah, it's the legend of Orpheus and not Persephone. What's Orpheus's girlfriend's name? Eurydice. Anyways,
TikTok audio.
Yeah, exactly. That's from Hadestown.
Eurydice.
Hey, the big artiste.
Something masterpiece.
Okay, so Monsters at Work.
Yeah, Monsters at Work.
Series coming to Disney Plus. It's a Monsters Inc. follow-up. Is that what you said?
I saw a TikTok about it. This could be like, at the end of, I forget which one. I think it was just Monsters Inc. where they opened the door to the kids' room.
Start doing comedy. Yeah.
Hey.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, at the very end, where he's excited to see the kid again because they piece back the door and they open the door.
Wait, with Boo?
Yeah, with Boo.
Wait, I thought like, oh, that did happen.
Yeah.
Are they?
So they're thinking it's gonna pick up right from there.
Really?
That's what I saw.
So there's gonna be Boo interaction?
I think so.
Well, only
that sounds not good, but yeah, there might be. And I'm excited a little bit, but this isn't like something I'm like over the top about.
I see that they're introducing new characters though.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a poster for it, and one of the like people in the middle of the poster is someone I haven't seen before.
Well, Monsters Inc. is they do a really good job introducing new characters because there's so many different monsters,
Their designs are really good.
I like that too.
But I do have to say that in the poster I'm looking at right now, there's an orange character that looks like one of the characters from Monsters University.
Send it in the chat so that I can put it on the screen for the video version, people.
Word.
All right, while she does that, we'll go to our next topic. In the notes, it says Snakeye movie coming soon? ? Is that like Snakeye from G.I. Joe?
Yes.
It is the one who doesn't
I should have specified that.
Yeah.
That's kind of epic.
Snakeye's origin G.I. Joe story.
That's kind of sick. I like his backstory a lot. I'm excited about that.
So, have you seen the first two G.I. Joe
No,
movies?
I haven't. I'm going to be very honest. But I know all about it.
I've watched them. And they did expand a little bit on Snakeye's like origin story, just showing him as a kid rivaling with this other guy, like White Snake.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
But I think that with this, they're gonna be more with what the original story was, maybe. I don't actually know what the original story is. But they're not following what the previous
it's
movies
like he doesn't
said.
speak out of like respect for his master or something like that. I don't know.
But in this new movie trailer, Snake Eyes is going to be played by Henry Golding, who is the love interest from Crazy Rich Asians. So it looks like there's going to be lots of action. Duh.
Good.
And they changed out the master, who is also in the G.I. Joe movies.
G.I. Joe.
So I feel like you guys will have more knowledge about this.
I know literally nothing about G.I. Joe.
I used to collect the action figures.
Wow.
I don't know much about their backstory, but that sounds exciting. I like Snake Eyes. I thought he was cool.
Yeah.
My brother dressed as him for Halloween one time.
Dude,
Wow.
Snake Eyes is elite. He's cool.
He's cool.
I don't know how this movie's
finding
gonna
out
be.
that Snake Eyes is like the thing when you roll dice and get 2 1s. I was like, that's the guy from G.I. Joe.
You know what else is cool? And
What?
also a very popular Halloween costume? Batman. New Batman series placed in the hands of JJ Abrams, Matt
Nice.
Reeves,
The
and
big Batman
Bruce
guy?
Timm.
Who's Bruce Timm?
No. Well, actually, no. He might be the one who's directing a different Batman movie, or it might be Matt Reeves.
I'm looking
I
at
I don't
know
remember which
Bruce
one.
Timm, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bruce Timm. I know a couple things about this movie. Or about this, not movie, this show.
I think it's an animated series. Yeah.
It's going to be an animated series, and it's produced by Matt Reeves, who's like the animated Batman guy,
Mhm.
and they are going back to Batman's roots as a noir detective, and they're going to be reworking his backstory a bit to kind of fit more into that narrative, and so they're basically starting fresh. It's not canon with anything else that's happened. Like the rest of the DC animated universe, like Justice League, Young Justice, none of that's going to be related. It's going to be its own thing. I'm hoping we see some Robin, because I love Robin.
Robin's pretty dope.
Robin's like my second favorite superhero.
Okay, but which
Wow.
one? Which Robin?
Dick Grayson, easy. Actually, I flip-flop sometimes. Dick Grayson is my favorite superhero. I think Tim Drake's my favorite Robin.
Wow.
He's the best. Tim Drake's the best Robin. Dick Grayson's the best guy. And then he becomes Nightwing, and he's awesome.
Any
Anyways,
opinions,
James
Andy?
Hibbard, somebody I found on Twitter who is verified reporter, reports that it's coming to HBO Max, and it's a reimagining of the Batman mythology. So, like Ethan said, how far do you think they're gonna go in reimagining? Like, is this
I think
gonna be
they'll go
something
pretty far.
completely different?
I don't know
Why
about
are you
completely.
kind of talking like Joker for a second?
Who, me?
No, Andy.
What was he saying?
I've been giving
I don't
pretty
know, he
Joker
just-
vibes the past 2 episodes. What with my
You
chemical
had the
burn.
infliction. Gosh.
Will it be
He
completely
has a
new,
society.
or will it be
Batman
reimagined?
mythology.
Was it on this podcast that I did the bit where I talked like the Joker for like
Yes.
10 minutes?
Where else would it have
Yes.
been?
I don't know. It all muddles together sometimes. I don't know, man.
Whoa, that's pretty deep.
I'm just a wave in
Time
the
is an
ocean.
illusion.
I'm just
Oh
an
my gosh,
astronaut
that's
in the ocean, man.
That's what I wrote on the AP English essay. When
Time
it
is
was like, is
journalism.
perfection worth striving after? I said, no, everything's
We can talk
fake.
about it now.
Time
dude.
is fake.
Prompts got released.
Oh yeah, we can safely talk about that. Yeah, I think.
Safely.
I don't know.
Legally.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways,
Someone
Isn't
hit
it
us with this
crazy?
next one. I don't.
Isn't it crazy how the government can have control over the media in
True.
some countries?
That is crazy. When
that's
that
pretty
happens.
dope. That's not.
Such example.
No, it's crazy though. It is crazy that happens.
That's
Pretty
crazy.
anti-dope.
It's reverse dope.
Agreed.
It's
but
Epod.
Oh, no. Yeah, Epod. It's Epod. That sounds like a vape.
Yeah,
That new
Epod.
I think it is electronic pod.
Maybe.
It's the reverse dope.
Yeah. Anyways, Krista, what are you gonna say?
Such example includes China banning Shang-Chi.
Why?
Because the one that I remember that isn't as important as the other reason is because some of the cast members, including Awkwafina, do not meet. Oh, here it is. Personal criticism of stars Simu Liu and Awkwafina for not meeting the standards of ideal Chinese beauty is one of the reasons.
About Awkwafina, she gained a lot of heat in the States too. Nobody really likes her because from what I've seen on Twitter, where I get most of my pop culture news,
I like her.
people were like criticizing
Unpopular
her for her...
opinion.
Am I not supposed
I
to?
like Awkwafina.
Am I not supposed to
No.
like Awkwafina?
Well, no. I don't think there's any problem with you liking Awkwafina. There's just a select group of people who think she used AAVE to get to where she is, and now she's like, or maybe opposite, but like, and now she's like, I don't know, she's like exploiting it or something, or like she used it to get where she is, and now she's just not that person at all or something. But
I don't think they're wrong with that. Because there are a lot of things. I mean, it honestly could be the way she was raised and just like that's the person she is.
Right.
But yeah, I see where they're coming from.
And I mean, yeah, it could be where they were raised. I don't know a lot about Awkwafina.
I didn't know that at all. I
But
could see
also-
that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But like also something that's come up a lot, especially in like 2020, 2021, is putting heavier focus on like not appropriating, I guess would be the right word, African American Black culture.
Yeah.
And that's something that's been such a big part from, I would say, like 2014 to 2020, of people thinking that like to be popular you have to act that certain way. You have to use like to be cool.
It's
because,
rampant
like,
on TikTok right now.
Yeah.
Like bussin', sheesh.
Yeah.
Ice in my veins.
Yeah.
All of that is AAVE.
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's
Literally like everything
it's-
and also this is another thing they don't like. It's now being labeled as Gen Z slang.
yeah, and that's
Which is another
no, that's
Just
wrong.
a
like
way
really
to beat around the bush.
everything that the entire population of Gen Z is saying, cap, finna, bussin', sheesh, like all of it originates from AAVE. And
Yep.
so you have to ask the question of like, it's such a big part of this certain section of society. And this is a controversial question, but is it worth hating Awkwafina specifically to the extent that we are? Should we cut her some slack? And this now could go for other people who've used AAVE heavily in the past to get where they are, but like now it's not socially acceptable to an extent. Is it our responsibility to hold them accountable for doing it in the past, or is it our responsibility to say, look, if you grow out of it, boom, just don't do it again? You know, what do you guys think?
I feel like first off, we're not really allowed to speak on it.
Yeah.
Like it's not our choice. Personally, I think that there's a difference between appreciating and appropriating. I think that it's not I don't think it's appreciation, because there's no acknowledgement of the culture originally. It's just kind of claiming it as your own, which is appropriation.
I think if it's to create an image.
Yeah, I think if it was to kind of boost her up, which it definitely was, I think it's a negative thing. I also think it couldn't. I think it's very possible that it was not done out of malintention. I think she may not have considered it. So I think it's fair to cut her some slack, but I also think that's not our slack to cut.
Right. Okay,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I also think that there's a difference. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, that's AAVE. You can't use that kind of word. I think it's more the inflection of which people say. Because if you're like, oh, that's cap, that's fine. But if you're like, oh, that's cap, like you put a voice on for it, then yeah, that's appropriation.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like there's the line between like just using the vernacular and being racist. Because at some point, it's not using the vernacular anymore. It's doing an impression of a black person, and that's not cool. Because there's not any impression that you could do that would not be offensive, if that makes sense.
But there is a difference between doing an impression of like a certain video, like for bussin', like if you're like, that's bussin', people know why you're saying it like that because of the video, because it's a joke.
Or like if someone was to do an impression of Morgan Freeman, he has a very specific voice. It's like, but there's this kind of caricature. There's no way to phrase this correctly. You may have to cut this out of the episode. Of like a thug gangster that white people think is hilarious to do. And they think it makes them comedy genius.
In order not to cut that out, it is important to recognize why that stereotype is seen.
Yeah.
It goes all the way back to like when the slaves were first released, freed, when they were first freed. And there were multiple laws holding them back. And one big thing that we all know, redlining. Redlining has kept them in poorer, impoverished neighborhoods that county offices don't care to repair, which is then why people sitting at the top levels are seeing these poorer counties and they think it's because of the people living there's choices why they're living there, when in reality, it's the choices of the politicians in that specific county.
Yeah.
So you need that context to kind of lay the foundation for why.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an offensive caricature. And there's a lot of white people on TikTok, a lot of young people, a lot of Gen Z people that are doing it, either not recognizing or not caring, and thinking it's funny and it's annoying and it's frustrating, and I don't think they deserve a platform. Aquafina, I don't know enough.
Yeah.
I don't
Here's
think
another
it was
example.
poor intention. Yeah, give me a better example, because Aquafina I'm struggling with.
This could be argued, but in my opinion, it's very obvious that this person used AAVE to further their career. Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
There was a live stream on Instagram in which she was using vernacular and accent, I guess you could say. And her brother was in the room and was like, hey, why are you talking like that? That's not how you sound. And she just kept ignoring him and being on the live. And at one point he was like, hey, can you actually pause that? Like, you can go on right after. I needed to talk to you. And people are guessing when she paused the live, he was like, hey, I see what you're doing. It's not cool. Like, you're not any cooler. And plus, you can see it now in her new image. I don't want to say new image, but like this new
it's like a new
time
look
for her. Yeah, this new time for her.
Yeah.
You can see the way she talks is different than 15, 16-year-old her.
Yeah.
So I do think that she did use some AAVE to further her career and this persona. And I don't think that was the real her.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we can cut them. That was a good conversation.
Important
it adds
one.
to the more evidence that we need a commentary podcast about controversial issues. But moving on.
Man, I start sweating as soon as we talk about it.
Because I don't want to say anything bad. I don't want to say anything wrong. I understand that. But moving on to something that I don't really know how I feel about. I was talking to Chris about this. Indiana Jones, the new one, I think 5.
Yeah, I need to hear about this rumor because I do not understand what that means.
Indiana Jones goes to space?
Yo, that would make sense, actually.
I don't know if I'm for or
aliens
against
are
it.
a thing. Aliens are a thing.
Not only are aliens
in the universe.
but they go to space at the end of the movie.
Which one? Crystal Skull?
Crystal Skull, their spaceship takes off and leaves.
I told you.
Yeah, okay. But I don't like the idea of Indiana Jones in space. Because when I think of
way I
Indiana
see it-
aliens
Jones,
exist.
well, yeah, okay, but when I think Indiana Jones, I think of archaeologist who's going to the pyramids, or who's in the middle of the Sahara, or who's in
Well,
the.
he's gonna be on archaeologist on Mars. That's cool.
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
so like, how is that gonna work? Is it just gonna stay in space, or are we gonna go to some sort of planet?
I think we'll probably go to a planet if he's in space.
I feel like actually
Star
he's
Wars
just gonna
Indiana
be
Jones
exploring the
crossover?
I
ship.
was gonna say also I'll bring to your attention, Indiana Jones in space is just Han Solo.
Oh yeah.
Is there any
Oh,
way
yeah.
to? Can you find a mashup of the Indiana Jones theme and some sort of Star Wars theme?
This is
It's probably out there.
this loosely relates, but there's a Han Solo. There's a Star Wars comic. It's not canon anymore.
Mhm.
Where he crashes on Earth. Him and Chewie do. And Han dies, and then Chewie's like roaming around, and Indiana Jones finds him and thinks it's Bigfoot.
Chewie does
Oh,
look kind of like
shoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah. What if that's a real story?
I was about
What
to
if
say.
Chewbacca is real
What if
and
it's
he's
the
what
real
we
one?
think is Bigfoot?
Chewbacca's canon in the Earth
IRL.
universe.
QA universe.
In the Milky Way universe,
Yeah.
Chewbacca is canon.
Yeah.
In a galaxy.
Not
Right
so
next
far
to-
away.
Speaking of canon and not being far away,
Mhm.
Zack Snyder's Army of Dead is
Are you
on
saying-
Netflix.
Are you saying the zombie apocalypse isn't far away?
No, I'm saying his movie is not
Do you
far
know
away 'cause
something?
It's on Netflix.
Ethan.
Wake up. I'm saying his movie's not far away because it's on Netflix.
I think
Isn't
that's
it-
gonna be
Has
a
anyone seen it?
blockbuster.
Krista.
I still haven't seen the episode. I still don't
You
get
need to
the
listen to it. It's a
blockbuster
good
joke.
episode. It's a good episode.
It's pretty good.
I do need to listen to it.
Yeah.
You missed one episode. Suddenly there's the funniest bit in the world. You don't hear for it.
It's not like you're completely out of the joke, though. You can listen to the podcast.
I could, but I just
But-
haven't yet, okay?
Yeah.
I've been busy.
You know who else has been busy?
Who else has
Jordan
been busy?
Peele.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Apparently, he's working on a new horror movie, and it's supposed to be like a movie to really emphasize Keke Palmer, where she will be playing the villain not alongside as the villain, but like alongside other castmates are Daniel Kaluuya and who's the other one? Who's the other one I said?
Oh, I don't remember.
I was
I
there.
probably should, but I don't. Run. You have to be all-knowing.
Steven Yeun.
Steven Yeun. That sounds correct. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
I love him.
So there's no details yet on what the storyline's going to be, but they're going to begin filming in the summer.
Nice.
So, you guys have any requests? Question mark. But just like any.
Keke Palmer's the villain. Like you
Yeah.
said? I don't know what I want. I have no idea.
Here's
I have
what
no
I'm
idea
saying.
what to expect from this movie.
If it's Jordan Peele, we don't need to make any requests because he's gonna
No,
fulfill all.
he'll deliver.
Yeah.
He'll deliver. Jordan Peele's
Yeah.
very talented.
Especially with a
Um,
cast like that, man.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting him to do horror because I grew up watching Key and Peele. But
It's always the funny ones who are
Yeah, I
like,
was about to say they always say that
real
the funny
serious,
ones
man.
hold the
you
darkest
get your comedy
thoughts.
from somewhere, and it's usually trauma. So you can turn your trauma into a horror movie.
see, that's why
That's
I
why
just need
we're
to
all
experience
funny.
something really traumatic, because then I would
Okay.
be so funny.
Don't you know, not.
Because I'm already so,
I mean, yeah.
I'm already so funny now, so I would just be so much funnier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gosh.
Okay, Ethan.
We're not promoting you guys. Endorse your own trauma.
Yeah.
Drink water.
I did. I
That's
just
it, and
finished
that's
a
all
glass
right
of
as well,
water.
you know.
And that's the only way to cure depression.
All right. Yeah.
All right, you guys hear that
You know what
the
else cures
friends are
depression?
getting back
Friends.
together?
Friends can cure depression. But also other
Friendship
types
is
of friends.
power.
Friendship is power,
To
yeah.
be
but-
clear, you'll have to, I mean, it's on you. Like, you can't push it all on your friends, but they're there to support you. But
Yeah.
that was a good transition.
Yeah. But anyways, Friends trailer dropped. Friends reunion trailer dropped. I looked into it, but I never actually watched the
I haven't seen
trailer.
it either.
I meant
watched
to,
the
but then I
trailer.
didn't. But you watched it?
It's
Okay.
not what I expected. I expected like an actual episode where it's like 20 years later.
But is it just
Oh,
them like
Joey.
meeting up?
Yeah, it's the actors like going over the best episodes, going over memories.
I kind of actually like that.
I prefer that a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Because,
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely going to be better because like it's hard to create a story after 20 years, but
yeah. It's never
I'm
as good.
surprised. Yeah.
I think it would be funny though if 20 years in the future Joey still lives with Monica and Chandler. That would be pretty funny. But
he never lives.
Oh no, wait, no, we got a follow up. So I never watched it, but I don't think he lives with them there. But
They'll probably come up with their own stories, just being like, oh, I can totally imagine Rachel's living this life.
yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get a little segment of that, just so some fans feel some not closure. But like,
oh. Okay.
Not closure.
I mean,
Not
alright,
closure.
whatever.
Stupid.
Wow.
Why would you even suggest that?
I don't know, just like I don't know what the word would be, but just so they're
Peace,
like
inner peace.
inner.
That's pretty much closure.
That is just.
We'll go with
that is
closure. I'll
closure.
just say closure.
Closure
Yeah.
makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best word. I feel like
You know
that's what
who
you're
else?
trying to say.
You know who else got closure? Hopefully by this point, Olivia Rodrigo. She dropped her album today.
I was like,
Yeah, hopefully she got closure. I don't know. She seems pretty heartbroken still. The album's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Something that confused me though, she flip-flops a lot from like rock pop to like slow.
I think I'm okay
pop.
with that, man.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it's fine.
I haven't listened to the album yet, but all of her
diversity.
singles are bangers.
They're good. No, I'm not saying it's not good.
They
I was just
go
kind of
so
confused.
hard. Like
I was
Driver's
just kind of
License.
confused.
Actually, I think Driver's License is
Good
one of the
for
weaker
you?
ones that she's released.
Yeah. Well, because it was one of the first songs she like big released, and obviously
set the
over time you're
standard.
gonna grow, you know. Which
Yeah.
I
Okay,
find
but that was
so
one of the
funny.
last songs she wrote.
That's so strange to me.
Yeah.
It's also so different from Deja Vu and
Yeah.
Good for You. Good for You is my
Good for
favorite.
You.
I think.
Yeah,
I think
Good for
my
You is
list
good.
goes out of the singles she released before the album came out.
Mhm.
Good for You, off the chain.
Right.
And
Do
then
you think that's possibly because
Deja
it
Vu's
sounds
like
like
here.
misery business?
that's exactly why. Deja Vu's right here, and then
Yeah.
Driver's License like here. It's still good, but it's like down here. It goes so hard though. I don't even care that it sounds the same, man.
It does,
I like
yeah.
both of those songs. I think
Mhm.
what's her name? Haley Williams,
Mm-hmm.
lead singer of Paramore. I think she could have a case if she wanted one. Like I think she'd have a good
She's too cool. She's too
defendable
chill.
case to like
Yeah. Look,
to
it's the
sue
whole.
if she really wanted to, but I don't think she's going to,
It's
and I
the
don't
difficult
really think it matters.
It's the difficult world of sampling music.
Mhm.
Every artist does it, and every artist, honestly, if a lawsuit were to go through and it was successful, no artist would have their own songs because everything's
Yeah,
sampled.
there's only so many different combinations you can make.
Right.
It is a little suspicious that it's the exact same chord progression and the exact same pattern.
No. It's the exact same song, pretty much. Not even pretty much. Again, I showed you the TikTok. I might play it now, depending on how much time we have. But
None.
it's literally she cut out the vocals, took that, copy and paste.
Well, I saw a clip
That's
of
sketchy.
her song and the Paramore song played on top of each other at the same part, pitched down, so it'd be in the same key.
Right.
And it's like the same thing. It's still a good song though. I don't really care. The song bangs. It's a
Right.
banger.
Right.
It's like whenever I listen to like what's the song? Under Pressure, and then I go
Oh, yeah.
and
Dun,
listen
dun,
to
dun,
like
dun, dun, dun.
yeah, and then I go to listen to like Ice Baby. I'm like, oh, it's still a good song, but yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely took that like he ripped it off completely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A song that, well, obviously because I'm not, but a song that really spoke to me in a different way was Lil Nas X's new song, where it's basically him telling the story of him dealing with what he calls like the gay thoughts. And like, he says in the song, he tried to banish them when he was, that's not his exact words, but he tried to like push them out when he was younger.
Is there a new
And it's a
Nas X
song-
song? I have not heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it dropped like
music video is
17 hours
dropping
ago.
tonight, actually, I think. But
Oh, what?
it's a
No,
good
I
song.
already saw it. I think I saw it. Yeah, I think I already
No.
saw it.
I think
Are
he
you
dropped
in
like a
the
teaser
future
for it.
right now?
I remember
you
hearing he
living
dropped
in
a
the
teaser
future?
for it or something. I
You're
don't
a
know.
couple hours
but
ahead of us, man.
No, I just
Whoa,
watched the
Kristen.
music video.
I think you may have just
Maybe it dropped
exposed
later in the
yourselves.
day. I wake up early.
Chris is
Wait,
like,
what's
no,
the name
I
of
just
it?"
saw
Yeah,
the music video.
I'm so
Yeah.
confused. I'm pretty sure
No,
I
I-
just saw it.
it was
Anyways,
just
it's a good
here,
song.
guys.
I really like the
No.
song. But, you know, again, this also goes for Olivia Rodrigo's album.
Sun Goes Down?
Album. Sun Goes Down. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it came out 20 hours ago.
Andy, you're struggling. You're struggling right now.
Ethan, I'm really not.
I was
I'm
kind of
really
confused
not.
by the video though, because like
I
he
haven't
had this
seen it.
character, like two different characters. One was like high school him, one's modern him.
Mhm.
Thanks, Ethan.
Just helping you keep track.
Anyways, so one of them, like in the beginning, he has white eyes, and then at the end of the music
Hero
video,
Brian.
at the end of the music video, the high school version of him had white eyes. So I don't know what that's
Interesting.
supposed to represent.
Hmm.
Also, found out this week that Montero is actually Lil Nas X's real name.
You didn't know that?
I did not.
I didn't know that either.
Really? That's like the
No.
whole point of the song.
Call me by,
By
my
your name.
Yeah. That's,
Does he ever say Montero in the song?
I don't think so.
What if it's like his little tag, like how everyone has like Young Money or whatever, just like
Montero. That's a
Montero.
cool name. It's a very
It is
unique,
kind of-
cool
It is.
name.
it
But,
has a righteous
yeah.
feeling to it.
Moving on. Ethan right now listening to the Dayglow album that he didn't know released.
I finished
until...
it.
You finished it.
I
Okay.
did.
Wow, that was quick.
Favorite song? on the album?
Let me pull up the album. I don't remember all the song names.
He was just
Come
listening to
on.
the tunes.
Yeah.
Favorite song was probably either "Crying on the Dance Floor." Here, let me listen to this one real fast. Yeah, "Crying on the Dance Floor" was good. It reminded me of oh my gosh, what is that band?
Panic at the Disco?
No, Violet Indigo. Is that what no, that's not what it's called. It reminded me of the song "Indigo" by the Paper Kites. And then "Into the Blue" was good. I think it was like it was a lot of instrument.
Mhm.
I love a good violin in a song. Just as a
The
side
vibe
note.
of this album is like
What
here,
color?
There's a couple options. It's an easy.
I'm
an
thinking
easy-
of the color.
It's a light purple.
Oh, not
Lilac?
the color.
What were you
Would
thinking
you
of?
say a lavender or a lilac?
It's like a lavender
Okay.
Well, just based
Um,
off the name, I was thinking.
or like baby blue. It's like
Just
80s
one of those.
prom. 80s prom is the vibe of this album.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
That's a vibe.
It's
a
very
vibe.
good. It's a different vibe from his first album. His first album kind of was more of a
Are there lots of synths?
it's very
Synthy?
it's a lot more synthy than his kind of poppy album.
Like
It's a
the
different it's a different song, or it's a different
Genre?
genre for sure. But they're both pop. I'm like trying my best to describe this, but my mind is just colors
Yeah.
right now, and I'm trying to like
Is it boom bap?
translate the. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, it's
I have
boom
an
bap? Okay.
album to suggest for you, Ethan.
Yeah, sure. Lay it on me.
Razzmatazz by IDK How.
Am I
Anyone
gonna
who wants
see
to listen
colors?
to it, I suggest it. It's great. I love it. Definitely. There's a saxophone solo
Nice.
Ooh.
in the like song that's named after the album,
Mhm.
or you know what I mean. In
Yeah.
Razzmatazz, it's pretty good. I love
Alright,
a
and
good
now-
sax solo.
Real quick, because we're very short on time. To end out just the music updates we have, Certified Lover Boy got a teaser. I think it was Certified Lover Boy. He never actually said. But on Drake's Instagram, he posted. It wasn't a story. It was a full-on post. It was like a minute and a half, I think. It was good. It was really good. I liked it a lot. But it's nothing we haven't heard before. Drake
Gotcha.
is obviously, from this snippet, he's not
It's
trying
classic
anything
Drake.
new. It sounds like pretty classic
Honestly.
2018 Scorpio Drake. Is
I
the
kind
vibe.
of miss. I got
Oh.
my eyes on you.
I miss that Drake. I miss like
Everything
the
I
I miss the Lil
see,
Wayne Drake where he would talk exactly like Lil Wayne. That was a pretty good
Yeah.
Drake. But you know,
Let's think about
I'm-
"Fake Love" recently. That
That's-
song
that's
goes
a-
hard.
that's a good one. That Drake, I miss that Drake. That was like what?
For as
2016?
much as I
Passion fruit?
dislike Drake,
Yeah.
I like a lot of his music.
That's the thing. I've never explicitly said like, oh yeah, I'm a Drake fan, but I listen and I like a lot of his
See,
music.
I have explicitly said I'm not a Drake fan, and I don't love anything he comes out with, and I like a lot of his songs.
I didn't even realize, I've pretty much heard every Bruno Mars song. because
Yeah.
that's all that was on the radio when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like I never realized how much of Bruno Mars I've actually listened to.
Bruno Mars is kind of a genius when it comes to like marketing.
Mhm.
'Cause
His
he only
evolution
shows
has
up
been
when we
great.
need him to.
Yeah.
His albums are only like 30 minutes long,
Mhm.
and they're
I'm
all
still waiting-
bangers.
I am still waiting on Silk Sonic. to
They
drop.
really
Sonic will
fit
be
the
here and
time.
it'll be good.
I'm so excited for Silk Sonic, Certified Lover Boy. We got J. Cole's off season. Like this is a pretty good year for music.
You know,
We
I
got
just realized. I feel like
Take
Bruno
Low
Mars really
Mhm.
knows his like time. Like he knows what's gonna do good during that time.
Yeah.
Because like
He's
during
methodical.
2012, 2011 era, it was the basic like
Love
You
song.
know
I
what
would
kind of
catch
music?
a grenade
it was
for
like
ya.
that. It was the soft,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
calm. I don't know
Throw
what
my
it is.
head
What the
on a-
word would be?
It's
maybe?
pop. It's just pop. It's just
Yeah,
pop
it's
music.
pop.
It was like
But
a
it's
soul
a
pop
subgenre.
music.
I want to say
Okay,
soul.
yeah, we'll say
Well, it's close enough.
just it's
Yeah.
a subgenre.
Yeah. Okay.
But he really did great. And then during like 2014, that's when he made the transition into like
R&B
80s.
kind of
Yeah.
R&B.
Uptown Funk.
24 Karat
Oh,
Magic.
which
no,
honestly is
no,
actually
no,
a bunch of
no.
rip-offs and samples of different
Samples
songs. I
are
actually
not
looked it up.
rip-offs. They're samples. They make songs better. It's
Cool.
more.
yeah,
you
he
ever
got
listen to
sued.
Kanye West?
Yeah, come on. That dude's like, well,
Lil
he's
Wayne,
very
6
smart with
foot,
seven
samples.
foot.
Samples.
He's the sample man.
Yeah. If we got a Kanye album this year, I feel like I would be at peace. But we got
it's
one
gonna
last
be
year. I
good
think.
because it'll be about the divorce too.
Oh yeah, he would put all his emotions into it.
Are you talking? Who?
Kanye West.
Oh,
Speaking of
divorce,
which-
though,
Oh
no, you.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
you take this one.
Let's-
No, we'll do
okay,
it together.
Speaking of
John,
divorce,
John
Mulaney.
Ma.
Oh,
gets
a
divorce.
it
Uh-huh.
Was
his
decision
after
he
got.
clean. Okay, so basically, John
If you guys couldn't
Mulaney-
tell,
John Mulaney has.
Yeah.
It's still technically alleged, but I think it's
Mhm.
pretty clear now.
Right.
Is getting a divorce with his wife.
So sad.
It is sad, but then we kind of all started thinking about it, and it came out that like he wanted to get divorced, and he wanted to get divorced right after he got clean. And so it's like if you're cutting someone out of your life right when you get clean, maybe it wasn't the best relationship.
Maybe.
breaking news about the John Mulaney thing.
Okay.
He is dating
Ah,
So quick.
who's he dating?
Olivia Munn.
Oh,
I don't know who that is.
They're taking it slow though. But I thought that was an interesting pair.
I would
Came
check
out of
up
nowhere
on-
and so
yeah.
quickly actually. No offense, but kind of fishy.
Kind of. Moving forward, somebody who's had some rocky, sad relationships in the past. Ariana Grande gets married, I think, last weekend. Nobody knew about it
I
at
didn't
all.
know she was even dating.
Yeah.
She's dating
neither.
this guy who's a real estate agent, so that's probably
I like
why
that.
we didn't know much about it. His name
It's
is
not like some,
Dalton
like,
Gomez.
Big star kind of thing.
Mhm.
It's like a big star in a rego, schmo-yo person. What's it?
Schmoyo.
Schmo-yo. It's not schmo-yo-ho. Those guys are great.
But yeah, they had a small marriage or
Yeah.
a small wedding. It only had 20 people.
Yeah, that's cool for Ariana Grande. But like I said, speaking of big star and big star coming together, ASAP, I spelled it wrong somehow. ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky confirms relationship
You're spelling
with.
like that. How did that
I
happen?
accidentally hit the A, I guess.
A$AP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky confirms relationship with Rihanna. That is, we were talking about this before. That is either going to be one talented child or one child who cannot do anything right.
Yep.
Like we all know, either you're exactly like your parents or you're the
You're
exact
nothing
opposite.
like- yep.
So we'll see. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping
Hope
for a super child.
Hope for super, like hoping
Super
for
child.
Jesus incarnate, dude.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah.
Baby. He's
Dude,
gonna
you
be
bet that
cracked.
baby's gonna have some sort of weird name.
Yeah, no, for sure.
X Ash A-12.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like osteosis or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna have a dollar sign in the name too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kesha.
Oh man. And then some amazing news. Demi Lovato identifies as non-binary and changes her
Nope.
Changes
It's okay. There.
their pronouns.
Yeah, there you go.
Andy,
they,
that was
them.
so slick. You went changes their pronouns.
Who's the person who does that? I
Changes
forget the
their
name.
pronouns.
Changes their pronouns to they, them.
Oh my gosh, Debbie Ryan.
Yeah, Debbie Ryan, the little hair flick. Changes their pronouns to they, them. What an amazing thing. What an amazing thing. I think that's
saw a
awesome.
headline just to give Andy a little bit of credit. Because this person typed out this article and went through like the editing phase and then published it and somehow didn't realize. And the headline was Demi Lovato identifies as non-binary. Her pronouns are they, them.
Yeah.
That was the title of the article, and it was like, dude,
How do
you're
you
so
miss
close.
that? Yeah.
How do you not
Be better.
get there? Just get there, man.
Yeah.
You
But
We're
that is
so
awesome.
close.
We love to hear it. We love hearing people achieve, like, understand who they really are, coming to terms with who they really
Authentication.
are. Authentication. We love to hear it. Congratulations. Great.
Good for
to
them.
hear. Good for them.
Good for them.
All right. And that's where we're going to end the episode. We're a little bit over time, but I might cut some stuff. Who knows? Thank you guys for listening to What's Poppin', Season 3, Episode 18.
Heavy episode.
You kept up. Huh? Pretty
Heavy
episode,
episode.
Yeah, but last episode we asked you what your unpopular opinions were. We didn't get any answers, but we did get one from Krista. We did get one from Krista. You can hear it on our TikTok, which will be linked below. Krista, give us a random one right now. What's
Random
another
one.
unpopular opinion?
I believe that in real life there are main characters and a lot of people aren't.
Oh no!
Wow. Okay.
And I would just to like make people feel better, I self-identify as a side character.
I think I'm a side character too.
Mm-hmm. Similar. I think main character, Ethan's mom, definitely main character.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
She's a protagonist.
You're welcome anytime to join us, by the way.
She will.
Yeah.
She'll be there eventually.
Last episode, Season 3, Episode 20.
Wouldn't that be funny?
That'd be
We
great.
get Corey in here. We get
Corey.
my mom in here.
Maddie.
We get up in here. Sam.
Cooper.
Maybe.
John could
Cooper.
finally
Oh, gosh.
show up.
Mr. Yana's
What if
there.
we just
This
have
is
a giant
big
Zoom?
podcast now. This is a very large
That would be
podcast.
fun.
24-hour live stream.
Oh my god. We rotate seats.
Yeah, we rotate. And then in the last
One of the
hour
main
it would
four.
be us.
And just be us.
Last hour would be us.
There
Anyways,
has to be at
speaking
least
of live
one of the main
episodes,
four.
yeah, speaking of live episodes, something we haven't done in a while. We do have a Twitch still. I'm thinking of starting a completely new one and just handing it to Krista or Ethan, because I know Ethan, you wanted to do some social media managing. I could hand over all that stuff to you. But anyways, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube playlist, and 24/7 nonstop is going to be linked below. I highly suggest you click either of those two links because you're going to be met with some amazing content. Flex the shirt, Ethan. Talent show. That's on 24/7. We have band concerts, we have theater performances, we have What's Poppin', we have Beyond the Sidelines, we have The Undefeated. It's all on the 24/7. But if that overwhelms you, you can always find our show, a safe haven, a safe place, on the playlist that I linked below. What am I missing? Anchor, voice message, question of the week. What's the
Question of the week. What is your favorite Starburst flavor and why? And I'll broaden it. What's your favorite? If you don't have a favorite Starburst flavor, what's your favorite candy? Dad,
Ooh.
I need you to answer this one. Grammy, I need you to answer this one. My mom, I need you to answer this one. Mr. Yonda, you got to send in another one. You only sent in one. And we're still waiting on that one from Corey. Corey, you got a lot of questions to answer for. All right.
Yeah, and then everyone else who listens, who we don't know. We'd love to hear from you too.
That one person who sent us a message one time.
Oh,
Your time to shine.
Loved your message. I still think about that message. Thank you for that message.
Me too.
I hope you're still listening.
That'd be funny. That'd be so funny if this stopped.
It just stopped. Yeah. Am I missing a link? I don't think I am. We'll hope to see the full cast next episode. John, we're missing you. We're missing you, John. But anyways, I've been joined by the episode talented Ethan Hyatt, the all-knowing Krista McNair, editor Andy, and your host for today's episode. Catch us next time where we're going to be talking about Bad Batch episode 5 for sure, and maybe a whole lot of other good news. Catch you next time, next week, episode 19. We're almost done. Bye.
Catch you on the flip side.
Peace out.